Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Asian Psycho, and today we're going to be doing the fourth episode of the first chapter of my sniper reviews as part of my Exploring the Arsenal series. So, this episode we're going to be reviewing the M24A3 Woodland, which is the final NX rare variant of the original M24 and of the M24 family as a whole. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. So, just a little bit of description in terms of its in-game requirement and costs and whatnot. Because this is NX rare, there technically is no rank requirement for this weapon, as most NX weapons go. And as for its cost, it's an NX rare, so it doesn't really have a defined cost. I mean, the closest we can get to it is like 2,000 NX per MYST N plus case that you can buy in order to try to get a chance to get this gun. And even then, you probably won't be able to get it, so it'll probably cost you a lot more than just 1 or 2 cases. Maybe you won't even get this weapon at all. Who knows? But in any case, because it is an NX rare weapon, let's just leave it at the fact that it's pretty hard to get if this is what you're specifically looking for. So just keep that in mind. Now let's talk about the statistics. The M24A3 Woodland is exactly identical, according to the Commander's Wiki, as to the stats of the M24A3, the NX standard version. It has a damage of 97, portability of 51, rate of fire of 13, accuracy of 100, and recoil of 60. And by that I mean the portability of the M24A3 Woodland has been boosted up by 6 points. So I guess I lied when I said the stats were exactly identical to the M24A3's. The portability is where it exceeds the M24A3, where it gains a 6-point increase to portability, just like the M24 Woodland, not the A3, but the regular M24 Woodland has over the original M24. So you can think of the M24A3 Woodland as the ultimate variant of the M24 family, as most NX rares kind of tend to be. So not only do you have the damage boost from the M24 over the M24A3, but also you get the portability boost that you receive going from the M24 Woodland over to the M24A3 Woodland as well. So there you guys have it. So statistically speaking, to summarize, the M24A3 Woodland both has the damage boost and the portability boost that the GP rare and the NX standard variants have over the original GP standard variant, the M24. This may or may not be something that I discussed in my previous sniper rifle reviews, whether because of my own laziness or my own mistakes, but the draw speed of the M24A3 Woodland is basically the same as all the other M24 variants' draw speeds. It's basically, nothing has changed with it, and to be honest with you, if you are trying to quickscope with this weapon, which we'll discuss later, again, later on in this review, I personally don't recommend quick switching with this because the draw speed is actually slower than your rate of fire with the M24A3 Woodland, so just keep that in mind, but the draw speed is no different from the other variants' draw speeds as well. The ammunition count on the M24A3 Woodland, however, is one of its most significant changes to it over the other variants. The M24A3 Woodland enjoys a 10-round magazine with 20 rounds in reserve, and compare that to the other variants where they only have 7 bullets per magazine and 21 rounds in reserve. Basically, that means you have overall only a 2-bullet increase, but the fact that you start with a 10-round magazine is very convenient. So in that sense, the M24A3 Woodland is better in terms of, in the ammo department, because just simply because of the fact that you start with a 10-round magazine and don't have to suffer a reload penalty, like a reload speed penalty for that. On top of which, as for modification restrictions, obviously, as most sniper rifles go, the M24A3 Woodland is no different from its other variants in that you can attach silencers and you can attach magazine modifications. However, both of those modifications are kind of meh, like they're not really worth it because, first of all, the M24A3 Woodland, technically speaking, has the same amount of damage as the original M24A3. And if you guys look back to my M24A3 review, you'll notice that I mentioned the fact that it's kind of a dumb move to put a silencer on M24A3 because that way, if you do that, you're no longer going to be able to one-shot light or medium vesters anymore. You might still be able to one-shot light vesters to the front, but medium vesters definitely no if you have a silencer on there. So you don't want to reduce the already kind of fragile body multipliers that you may have with M24A3 when you put a silencer on it. So it's basically the same way as the A3 Woodland. So again, suppressors, you can put them on. It's just you're decreasing your chances of one-shotting people greatly, to the point where it's kind of pointless to have a silencer on there. You know, if you want to put a silencer on there, you might as well just put a silencer on L96A1. At least you'll still be able to get one-shot kills. Other than that, the magazine modifications, you can put a magazine modification on it if you want to on your A3 Woodland. It's just that, you know, it already comes with the 10-round magazine, and putting an extended mag 2 on it probably isn't the best idea in the world. I mean, it might be cool running around with 14 bullets in your magazine. It's just that kind of modification is much more useful for, say, a gun with a 5-round magazine like the L96A1 or the TPG1, because if you do that, you're basically doubling your ammo capacity. Whereas if for a gun like the M24A3 Woodland, you're only increasing your capacity by like 40%, and that's not as much as 200%. You know what I mean? So anyways, there's that. Those are modification restrictions. Obviously, it already comes with the L96 style 4x default zoom scope, and yeah. Hello again. Welcome to the testing the weapons testing section of the M24A3 Woodland. As you guys can see, I've got the Woodland here. There you go. So, as usual, we're going to be testing the hipfire accuracy, or, you know, the hipfire spread, what it kind of looks like, of the M24A3 Woodland. So, without further ado, here we go. So that's the short range hipfire testing of the M24A3 Woodland. Now, if we go ahead and go over here for a more mid-range-ish no scoping, you know, pattern, whatever. Here we go. So you guys can see none of the bullets actually go dead center. I mean, it'd be surprising if it did. I'm not really too sure. I've been noticing that the hipfire testings that we've been doing, or I've been doing for the past, you know, few sniper rifle reviews, have all been similar. I mean, they're all derived from the same M24 family, but, you know, I can't help but wonder if it's actually because, you know, they're all variants of each other, or, you know, if it's simply because of the fact that in combat arms all sniper rifles have like a similar hipfire spread. You know, there may be arguments against or for this. I'm not too sure, so it's up to you guys to decide. It seems like I just wanted to point out the fact that it just seems like the hipfire spreads seem like they've been all relatively similar for the most part. Then again, though, I could be mistaken. And now on to the hipfire, or not the hipfire, the scope style and the idle sway testing of the M24A3 Woodland, and also the ADS time on this. The ADS time seems basically the same as the other M24 variants. Very instant, very fast. There you go. So because of this fast ADS time, obviously it's theoretically a very good quickscoping sniper rifle because it zooms in fast. There you go. And now if we'll let it stay like that for idle sway, as you guys can clearly tell, the scope style is the same as we've always seen so far. The same L96 style, you know, the green crosshairs with the hashes in the middle. Nothing too you know, unique as of yet anyway. And as you guys can tell, the idle sway is also very minimal. Shares the same characteristic as with the other M24 variants before it. So this is going to be the damage test portion of the M24A3 Woodland. Right now, as I'm doing this, I don't remember the exact damage stat of the M24A3 Woodland, but I'm pretty sure that it's not actually 100, but it's almost close to 100. That it usually one-shots, you know, most of the time, just even more so than the M24A3. The M24A3, just a regular one, not the Woodland. Just as a reminder, had 97 damage, so it did take out medium vesters at close and middle range, but it didn't take out heavy vesters. Now we'll see. Even though he has an EOD, so he's got a heavy vest, I made him put it on, and we'll see if the M24A3 Woodland can actually one-shot a heavy vest to the front. But, as usual, we'll start with the light vest. That's one shot. And, now for the medium vest. That's one shot. And now, for the heavy vest, we shall see if it one-shots. No, it doesn't. So, the heavy vest is able to tank the M24A3 Woodland shot for basically, I mean, down to 15 HP. It may have to do with the fact that he's also wearing an EOD suit, but because it's customization, we'll go with the assumption that the customization outfit doesn't actually have any, protective qualities. So, we'll go ahead and assume that he does not have, well, he does have heavy vest, that's for sure. But, as you can see, he's only got 15 HP left. Alright, so now that they're all back in position, we'll go ahead and shoot them all in the back. I'm pretty sure you guys know what'll happen from here. As you guys can tell, back shots are always going to be a one-shot kill, so there you have it. Now, the next test is going to be on a different map, and I will explain further there. Alrighty, so one of the complaints that I had received from the M24A3 test, the weapons testing, was, oh no, it wasn't really a complaint, but just one of the concerns that one of my viewers had was, hey, I want to know if the sniper rifles can one-shot even at a long range, because we tested across Junk Flea, and as you guys know, Junk Flea's not really a big map. Now we're on Snow Valley, and this is, typically the long distance kind of engagements that, your sniper, if you play on Snow Valley or any big map like Snow Valley, this is kind of like the engagement distance you'd run into every once in a while, or more frequently on a map like this than you would on Junk Flea, obviously. So we got the M24A3 Woodland here. We're going to see if it still one-shots people across the map. Everyone's still wearing the same kinds of vests that they've been wearing in the previous map on Junk Flea, so we'll start with the bullet tuber, see if it one-shots. Indeed it does. What about Montiel? Whoops, that one missed. Must have it bounced off his head. No, it doesn't actually. I think I hit him up in the lower or the upper, what is it? The upper left shoulder. So obviously he, well, that guy just committed suicide. So obviously he did manage to tank tank a shot from the M24A3 Woodland. So there you go. The M24A3 Woodland cannot one-shot from this distance on a medium vester. However, it still will one-shot a light vester at this distance. We don't really need to test the Pixel, the Sean Pixel, who's got the heavy vest, because obviously if a medium vester can tank it, so can a heavy vester. And just to prove it, he's got 22 HP left. So, as you guys can see, the M24A3 Woodland can actually one-shot people across the map on Snow Valley anyway, onto medium or light vesters. However, it still will one-shot people like Bullet Tuber. Actually, he still tanked that too at 3 HP. So, let me revise my statement. It seems like light vesters do have a chance of tanking the M24A3 Woodland, but do keep in mind that I did shoot Bullet Tuber last time dead in the chest, whereas this time I shot him like the lower torso region. So, I'm thinking that maybe for light vesters, you have to shoot them in the chest in order to pull off one shot with M24A3 Woodland. However, obviously medium vesters and heavy vesters don't care about that. So, hope you guys have enjoyed the damage testing, and on with the rest of the review. As for any additional quirks that need mentioning, the M24A3 Woodland, even though it does say, or even though the Commerce Wiki does say that the M24A3 Woodland does have the same damage rating as the original M24A3, the NX standard variant, it might just be me, but I do firmly believe that the M24A3 Woodland is slightly stronger than the M24A3, because it just, in my experience, it does seem like the M24A3 Woodland does have a much higher chance of one-shotting, or just a much higher rate of being able to one-shot your enemies a lot more frequently. So this may just be my own intuition. This may you guys may agree with me or not, but this is what I think, and that's what I'm just going to suggest to you guys, that the M24A3 Woodland is a little bit stronger than the M24A3, or maybe in certain ways that maybe it's just not apparent, but we can still see the effects of. So, other than that, the Quickscoping Viability on the M24A3 Woodland is basically identical to the M24A3, where it has the same, the same zoom in speed, the ADS time of all the M24 variants, and and the fast rate of fire that the M24A3 Woodland has. Just keep in mind that the Woodland, just like the original A3 variant, can't fire as fast as the M24, though only 2 points less rate of fire. It's not going to do that much, but that and given what I just said, the Woodland being a little bit stronger than the original M24A3, I do believe that the M24A3 Woodland is the strongest quickscoping sniper rifle of this particular family. And that might sound obvious to you, but it's just, I just feel like it's worth mentioning for those of you who want to, see if the M24A3 Woodland is worth, activating or quickscoping with or whatever, because it's got a 10-round magazine, it's got a really fast ADS time, it's got a really it's got, it's not 100% damage rating, but it can still one-shot most people a lot of the time. So all those combinations, all those that combination of aspects does point to the fact that the A3 Woodland would be a very good quickscoping sniper rifle, but because of the fact that it doesn't one-shot everyone all the time, or it's not supposed to, just the quickscoping viability, it's not exactly as good as your standard, your classic L96A1. But if you want to use the M24 variant to quickscope with, the A3 Woodland is obviously your best bet. As for my own personal opinions, the M24A3 Woodland is a very fun sniper rifle to play with. I mean, it's an NX rare weapon, so that kind of feeling that, oh hey, I'm using an NX rare weapon, it kind of adds into that as well. Not so much for me, but if you guys don't use NX rare weapons on a daily basis, that might make it a little bit more fun for you. That and the fact that if you've ever used M24s before and you go to using the original M24s to the M24A3 Woodland, then it's going to be a lot easier for you, because the A3 Woodland is a lot more forgiving than the fucking M24s. Not the A3s, but the regular M24s. So there's that whole thing. It's a very fun sniper rifle to play with. Not the most practical, obviously, because it's not a one-shot, one-kill sniper rifle, but for what it is, it's still pretty good, and it's still got that 100% accuracy. So if there's a head glitcher that you absolutely must kill, the M24A3 is there. So thank you guys very much for watching, and as for the recommended playstyle and class setup, the M24 class, I mean, if I recommend one class playstyle for one particular gun, especially the original variant, the GP standard variant, then typically speaking, I won't really change my recommended playstyle, because the M24A3 Woodland is just a very, very buffed version of the M24. Like I mentioned with the M24A3, you can play the A3 Woodland as a very aggressive, flanking style sniper rifle, where you have that power that you have to, take on people from the front. But it's in order to guarantee yourself one-shot kills, you should always try to, flank your enemies, be an aggressive sniper, and try to shoot people from the back in order to get the maximum amount of use out of your A3 sniper rifle or A3 Woodland. So thank you guys very much for watching. The next reviews will be further down the line of the M24 family, which includes the forgeable variants of the M24s, the Lee Enfield and the E57 musket, and on top of that, the Tango 51. So I hope you guys look forward to those, and we will see you guys later. Bye. So, I'd like to thank for the shoutouts of this video, BulletTuber, Montiel, or I'm not really sure what language that is, but whatever, and Pixiel for helping me out with the weapons testing for the M24A3. As you guys can see, they're all lined up over there. So, yeah, I'll just wait for them to give any shoutouts they want to give. Okay, I guess they don't want to give any shoutouts. So anyways, thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have enjoyed the review.